Hello to those watching this short video today. This will be the first of what I hope to be many video postings that I plan on making. All videos are my opinion on views and topics here in the United States and around the world. These topics will range from the youth of today to controversial topics such as gun control, abortion, so forth and so on. Again, these are my personal opinions, not influenced by anyone else other than me. People, including my family, my friends, may not agree with everything I say, and I'm sure a lot of people on Facebook or YouTube won't agree with it, and that's okay. What's that old saying? Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one. Today's will be less of a controversial video posting and more of a shout out and a thank you to people who make a difference in lives every single day. So if you please listen to the end, you can send comments to g1973utube@gmail.com. Any email that is sent to me I will open. Be advised, belligerent emails won't be read or tolerated or responded to for that matter. We can disagree, but I will not be belligerent with anyone else, and I would hope any other people wouldn't be belligerent back. If you want to have a conversation or discussion about the topics, that's fine. I'm more than happy to do that. Maybe I'll learn something. So here we go. Today I want to give thanks to 4 groups that work hard every day to help the people around them and people around the world. First is the U.S. military, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Air National Guards, veterans of any of those, and I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting, but just know you're in my heart. Your bravery and your dedication to our country to keep us safe and to keep us sound is the hallmark of America. We do not require military service, but these brave men and women voluntarily serve, and they train countless hours, and they perform their job duties to the T that are given to them by their superiors. They perform it to the best of their abilities. We need to thank these people when we see them out somewhere, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to sleep at night, because there would be invading forces from all over the world trying to get in here. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank anybody who has ever served in the U.S. military. I have cousins, friends, family members. My father was a veteran who served their country. And I thank you for that. All too often, we seem to forget that we have the freedoms that we have because of the United States military and because of what they do. So give them praise when you see them. Some of these brave men and women have paid the ultimate price by giving their life up to make this country a better place. Many of them have come back scarred and wounded and injured with life-changing injuries, loss of limbs and mental issues that can't be resolved. But they did all this for you and I, the American citizens. So I give them a great shout out for what they do. And thank you. The second group that I would like to thank would be our police officers, border security, any other law enforcement agency. Nowadays, they seem to be getting a very bad rap because of some bad people who are out there. Every group of people have some bad. Every group has some good. The majority of these police officers and stuff, they are good. They get up every morning, they put their gear on, and they go out and they serve our communities to try to keep our communities safe. They're the first ones to run into dangers that arise, such as shootings, mass shootings, domestic violence, so forth and so on. When other people are trying to get away, they are going in to try to stop the situation and secure their locations. These men and women give up most of them will give up their lives for us. which is, I mean, it's just great. These men and women's families pay a heavy price too, because every day that they get up to go to work may be the last time they see their spouse when they leave the house. So we need to start showing a little bit more respect to the police officers out there who are doing their job to the best of their abilities. And I'm sure I'll have a video segment on this later on, because I think that they don't get the respect that they deserve, and I think that there's too many people out there who are trying to cause issues with it. The third group I'd like to thank are the firefighters, EMTs, paramedics out here in the world. Firefighters rush into all kinds of different situations, from medical calls to burning buildings to terrorist activities. They September 11th, many of them gave up their lives trying to save those who were inside the Twin Towers, and they did it without thinking, without question. They went in. EMTs, paramedics, they face the same situations. You know, when you respond to a call, you don't know what's there when you get there. So we need to say some prayers for all these people, for their knowledge, for their expertise, and for their dedication to helping the people in their communities and trying to make their communities better places. The fourth, and certainly not the least, that I want to thank is hospital staff. These are ones that are too often overlooked in the world today. These hospital staff see you when you're at your worst, when you're sick, you're injured, or a family member's sick and injured, and they do their best to help. Too often we have people who are injured worse than your family member that we have to take care of, and sometimes we have to make that decision to take care of that other patient first. And they get a bad rap, from the RNs to the doctors to the surgeons to even the housekeeping, all play a big role in the hospital. If communication fails in any area, the hospital could become obsolete or endangered, or even endanger patients. So we need to give a shout out to those who work in the hospital. The RNs, from the surgeons, the doctors, all the way down to the bottom. And I don't want to say bottom because they're not really the bottom. But even down to the housekeeping, maintenance, and so forth and so on. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. I do work in the hospital, so I do have a special tie to that. And I think that people need to understand what happens inside of the hospital. And I know there'll be other videos that I put out about this, because sometimes decisions have to be made that are, you know, hard to make. But anyway, I give thanks to the United States military, all the police officers, border security, law enforcement agencies, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, hospital staff. Special shout out to volunteer firefighters. All these people give up their time with their family and their friends. They work long shifts, they work evenings, they work midnights, they get called out all hours of the night, and they do it happily to help those of us around. This country is a great country to live in, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. So God bless each and every one of these people that I mentioned, and God bless everybody who's watching. Have a great day.